Okay, so I'm just starting out with my normal primer, just my Smashbox photo finish that you've seen in every video. And it's the morning, so if I sound a little it's because it's early. It's early in the morning. Okay, so my primer is on. So since it's so early in the morning, I'm gonna have some of my coffee. Get back behind there. What are you doing? So let's get our tried and true Sigma F80 brush and our beauty blender, which will be wet in a minute. I'm not gonna do, you know, crazy full face. We're just gonna try this foundation, but I will say this is the foundation I am most excited to try. Here are the two we're trying today. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Demi Matte Finish Airlight. I was gonna say airtight. What does that mean? Airlight, oil-free, up to 24-hour foundation. I don't know why it's not completely matte, but it's demi matte. See how that goes. And then the Infallible Pro Matte up to 16 hours. So I guess you'll have to reapply at hour 16. Matte finish powder. Lasting matte finish, never cakey, never flat, and shine control. I've seen a lot of requests for this across YouTube, so I'm hoping you guys will find this really helpful. I know that I had to drive to 3 different pharmacies trying to find this, including Ulta, which also did not have this. So yeah, so this foundation runs for $14.99 on the L'Oreal website. I will say I'm kind of disappointed in how little product it seems that you get. So it should come with a little protective barrier that you have to peel off. Woo, it comes out quickly. This is 102 Shell Beige. I will go ahead and say I'm already having to use quite a bit of product. Kind of a dry formula. I'm having trouble blending it around before it dries pretty quickly. It's a little bit hard to work with. In fact, I think I'm gonna put another coat on. It does have a little bit of an odor, but it's not bad. So I'm actually going to skip concealer because I kind of want to see how this powder reacts just with the foundation. I'm gonna use my Morphe M400 brush. So let's open this packaging like this. Oh, look at that, you get a little puff if you don't want to use a brush. So I'm actually not going to use the puff. Oh, I got it all over my fingers. And powder my face like normal. I just want to see how this compares to my Holy Grail Studio Fix powder, because that powder never fails to keep me matte with my super oily skin. And if I could find a drugstore dupe for that, that would be fantastic. This is in shade Porcelain, but if you take the packaging off, it won't tell you what shade it is anymore. Not bad. It is definitely matte. I see a little bit of patchiness in some places. It seems like this might be more full coverage than just, you know, a setting powder. It probably could be worn as just a foundation if you wanted to. So let's finish my makeup really quick. I'm just doing a really light makeup today. We'll see what we think after it sets a minute. Okay, so that is literally all I'm going to do for the day because I just want to see how this powder lays with this foundation and see how it sets. So far, it's very, very matte. Even though it says demi matte, it's very matte. I don't see any demi matteness. I have a little bit of dryness on my nose right here, which I think is from this being so dry, this foundation being so dry. I don't like that feature. I don't want it to settle into my dry places. They didn't have a lot of shades in the foundation, which kind of disappointed me. I kind of wanted to see more. Yeah, so I'll wear this for a little while and I will check back with you guys. Hey guys, so I'm back. So this is an update on the L'Oreal Infallible. I have to say it's a little bit too dry for my taste, and I'm super oily. So for me to say that it's too dry, it's too dry. So the finish is, you can tell that it's drying on the face. I mean, you can see the makeup on your face. It doesn't leave, you know, that nice little bit of sheen that most even matte foundations leave. Just it kind of takes away from your skin a little bit. I have moisturizer on underneath this. I do see a little bit of patchiness right there just because it dried the liquid. The liquid foundation dried so quickly that I couldn't work with it with my brush and my beauty blender. It was just immediately dry on the skin, almost like it was almost like a liquid to powder kind of finish, and I didn't really care for that because I want to be able to work with it with the brush and, you know, blend it the way that I want to blend it, and I couldn't. So I see a little bit of patchiness here. I actually wouldn't use this even as oily as I am because the finish is just too drying, and you can see, you know, little dry patches on my nose. That was covered with moisturizer, so normally I don't even, you know, see little dry patches like that, and I see it on my nose. So it is not demi matte like it says, because here you can see on the back it's gonna tell you what kind of finish, and it's not highlighting matte, and it really should because I don't see any demi matteness here at all. There's no shine on my face whatsoever, and you need a little bit of shine, just a little bit, because you want it to still look like skin when you're done, when you're all said and done. So I wouldn't recommend this even for oily skin types because it's just too drying and it's really hard to work with. As far as the Pro Matte powder though, I think this stuff is pretty awesome. This would probably be full coverage if I wanted to just wear it by itself. I think I could probably get away with that if I just needed to throw on some makeup really quickly. It definitely is matte, and it actually has matte highlighted there, right there. So they got that right. It's not demi matte, it's very matte. I think this would be really pretty over another foundation, possibly over the L'Oreal Infallible foundation. I think it might actually work really well with that, but I don't like the liquid foundation. And if you're dry, no, do not use this. You're gonna really regret that. Definite yes, probably not. This is probably gonna go in a drawer and not get used. Hope this helps you guys. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Bye.